And once again, we want to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fawkes.
Mr. Neon Fawkes, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Work's driving me nuts, but I'm here. Yeah,
You
Dennis,
are here? Yes.
We met.
We did.
Person.
I am so super psyched. This was an amazing event. We did meet, and the stars aligned. And once the stars aligned, everything fell apart. After that,
I'm pretty sure the world felt the shake.
I think it did. It definitely shook some things up because
there was a rumble.
I have a new dog. I have a new kid situation with sleeping and not sleeping and dogs barking, and I am down with my daughter giving me something of a cough or something like that. So it's going to be a real fun show.
No.
We're going to be interrupted by coughing and dogs and kids playing Roblox. So there that is. It's a live show, though. It's one of them things where, you know, it's the real deal. It's the genuine article. We're just going to plow through. Also, I'm getting this really weird echo. I don't know. It's an echo in my ear. You know the little robot? It's just...
Oh, is that happening again?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little... I don't know.
Is it coming from me?
No, it's coming from me.
Oh.
It's in my left ear, which is my monitor ear for me, and it's really cool because when I say things, I hear myself say it like a split second afterwards, so I feel like I'm in a stadium. Maybe I could just play it off like that, like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the State of Synth, and I have this echo.
Synth.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, before we continue, I got to shout out to our listeners.
Yeah.
Who are checking it. Hey, if you're listening, check into the YouTube or the IRC chat. Say hello. And we'll shout you out. I got our friend Kal-El Jagger. We saw her on Friday night.
She did.
Hosted the event. Yes. Hi, Kal-El. We've also got Kirby and Time Strider. We played one of his tracks last week. Razor Sharp BTs over in the YouTubes. Midnight Fury. Hannah B, Computer M, Karen's in the chats, Seth, Rex Balls, Mr. 3, thanks for the beers, dude. We took advantage of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Destarian is in the chat as well. And who else? Oh, jeez. We've got a Russian name over in the YouTube. I have to translate this. I'll get back to you.
Better you than me. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, we did have many beers and many glasses of whiskey, and it was a really good time. So we're back. We are energized. We're ready to play some awesome synthy tunes. We have a very awesome guest coming up. We have the very own Shadowrunner, the amazing, colossal synthwave producer out of LA.
Yes.
And it is going to be great.
Oh, so it's Zor. Over on YouTube, Zor.
Hey, Zor.
I hope I pronounced that right.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Why don't we get this show on the road? Why don't we go ahead and drop our very first track here?
Let's do it. Oh boy. Our first track, it's the new one from Zayas, Teenage Hearts. I think he submitted this one, didn't he?
Yep, this one went right through our submit. Submit.nightride.fm. You can submit your tracks and get them on the show.
And by the way, Zayas is a fellow Torontonian.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. I have yet to meet him in person. Go figure.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I thought Toronto was like, you know, like just a little happy little town where everyone knows each other, like Cheers.
It's a little bit smaller than Brooklyn, so imagine how big that is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know by now.
I do know now.
Brooklyn was huge. But anyways, yeah, we've got Zayas with his new single called Teenage Hearts right here on Night Ride FM.
All right, once again, that was Teenage Hearts by Zayez. Very nice.
Beautiful. And by the way, I fixed my mic, folks.
Jules did fix his mic, but I still hear the parrot in my right shoulder. That's okay, though. That is quite all right, because I am just going to ignore it. It's like my conscience. This is like me, like when I was in New York. I just kind of ignore my conscience, and I defer to Jules, because that's what I usually do when I try to ignore my conscience.
Bad idea. Dude, so I got a selfie with Robert Parker. I don't even remember taking that selfie. And you saw my mask looked as drunk as I was.
Yes, it was great. You had this droopy eye. I loved it.
Yeah, life pro tip: if you wear a mask, always bring glue with you.
Yes, bring the super glue, and I don't know. I guess that's just a problem. It's a mask person wearing problem that the rest of the world doesn't have. But go figure.
What? We're in synthwave. Everybody has that problem. But I got a quick shout out to Bad Guys Get Dead over in the IRC and Picklock over in the YouTubes. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. It is fantastic to have you tuning in, listening to it live, and all of our hang-ups that we're having, because this is how we do it when we do it live. You know, it's the end of the season. We have, one more show before our season finale, so everything has to fall apart tonight. That's exactly what happens every time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we do have a top story for this evening, and our top story is Duke Nukem. I should probably play the top story music. There we go. Duke Nukem movie on its way from the creators of Netflix series Cobra Kai. Jules, did you hear about this?
No.
So
this is like news to me.
Yeah, according to a report by Deadline, Josh Held and John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, the creator trio behind the Cobra Kai series, they are coming out with a brand new remake or series, I guess, based on Duke Nukem. It is a movie, apparently, that's coming out, and it's pretty rad, you know, Duke Nukem. I mean, you know, who remembers Duke Nukem? I always loved that game. It was ridiculous.
Oh, dude, I remember it was one of the first, after Doom, it was one of the first games where you actually shot at the wall and the bullet holes stayed in the wall.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you walked into that, like, little strip joint. They had those little private rooms where there was, like, naughty stuff going on.
Did they have, like, naughty digital boobies? Is that what it was? Like 8-bit boobies? It's fantastic.
I'm no comment.
What do 8-bit boobies look like? Are they just like squares? I guess
it's a pink pixel with some white pixels around it. I don't know.
That's fantastic.
Hey, Nate Beta, thanks for joining. Oh,
yes, thank you.
Z, Death Before Disco. Okay.
All right, very good. All right, so we're very excited about that. Duke Nukem. It is coming out on Netflix, I guess, which is awesome. It's a movie. It's going to be rad. There's going to be lots of curse words and swearing and probably some 8-bit boobies, and it's going to be great. So we're excited. All right, before we bring our very special guest on, what do we have? We have another track that we're going to go ahead and play?
Hells yeah. Let's see. We've got the new one by Sandra Gavin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's called The City That Never Sleeps. It's featuring Eileen Jamie, and it's right here on Night Ride FM.
baby, ready or not, we only get one shot.
All right, once again, that was Sander Gavin featuring Eileen Jamie with City That Never Sleeps. Great tune right there. And without further ado, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you, we have Shadowrunner. What's going on, my friend?
Tonight on the State of Synth, Shadow, runner. Hey, man.
That's perfect. We're going to sample that. We're going to use that for the show. Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So good, man. We're so glad to have you on the show, man. It's been forever. We've been listening to your music forever and love it. Like ever since, you did some stuff with Primo, and I know you've just been around just all over the place making music with just about everybody in the scene. It's nuts.
Yeah, man.
You're like a beast with that stuff.
Just enjoy making the tunes, and it's fun. I like making tunes.
Yeah.
With people. So there are lots of people on the scene, and they also like making tunes.
We're all about making tunes. Well, I'm about listening to tunes, and you guys are about making the tunes. And in combination, it's just like this wonderful machine. We got rad things, rad music, and great producers that make the stuff that we like to hear. So we want to thank you for doing that, doing your part, for making me happy, making my ears happy.
The whole thing kind of works out then, doesn't it? I
Yes.
appreciate anybody who likes listening to it. I mean, that's really what makes the whole thing work, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If we're all just making music for the other people making music, it wouldn't work so good.
It's true. Well, you should really make music for yourself, but I guess you do. And, if people are along for the ride, then that's just perfect too. So,
Absolutely.
Thank you for what you do. We appreciate
you,
it.
buddy. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ah.
So, real quick, I do want to just kind of talk about when you got started doing music and how you found synthwave. Like, where did it come from? How did you navigate to this crazy little corner of the universe that likes Duke Nukem and gated snares and rad things?
Well, that is not a terribly different story from what you would expect. So, I've been involved in music pretty much my whole life, but up until about 3 years ago, I want to say 2019, I was doing a different project with music, and I was kind of hitting a wall with it and what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go next. And I started scouring Spotify playlists and just trying to find something that made me feel anything, because I was pretty bored with like the guitar, bass, drum, vocal, rock scene, which was something I'd been a part of for a really long time. And it's kind of old hat, so I'm just like looking for anything new, anything, everything. And I ran across a track by the Midnight, and I was like,
yes.
Well, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna check this out. So I grabbed the thread and I started pulling on the sweater, and the sweater slowly started turning into a graded sun on a grid with a little car driving on it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm from the 1980s, and this all sounds like things that make me feel something that I didn't know I could feel.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing that got us all here, It's like, oh, that exists. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like a journey that a lot of people take, and it's good, man. It's good vibes, and I love your imagery too. We kind of just snatched your image from the Spotify, and I just want to say there's a lot of artists out there that just put themselves in the shadows, and you got you got a nice little, I guess you got a little shadow going on, but it's nice bright sun. I guess you're into the sun and you like palm trees. It seems like you're either into like the palm trees or you're into like the dark, dirty basement cyberpunk realm, but it seems like you like the lighter jams, but I don't know. You do a little bit of, I guess you'd say, like the cyberpunky kind of stuff too. So I guess you're kind of all over the place, right?
Oh, you nailed it with the picture, man. That's kind of what you were going for. A buddy of mine took that photo over an overpass over the 110 freeway here in LA.
Yeah, it's nice.
It kind of captured the whole vibe.
It's warm,
It's warm and it's dark at the same time, and I like the lighter stuff, like the Sunrise with Primo. I like doing tracks like that, and I like some of the darker stuff too.
Yeah, I guess it's one of them things where I guess it's the type of mood you're in. You gotta kind of go with what you feel at the moment, and it's cool that you can really just nail both of the aesthetics. So, like, it's just incredible. One of the things, too, that we just kind of have to get out of the way here is just kind of like the elephant in the room. And I did say that we were going to throw you some curveballs. And this was just kind of a funny thing that we just kind of stumbled upon when we were doing our promos and everything like that. Which, it's the most ridiculous question I'm going to ask you. But then again, it's me asking the question. So, man, what's up with the good looks? Come on, man. What were you like invented in a laboratory, where like some sort of like genetic experiment, or like, I don't know, do you eat nothing but like, I don't know, like steak and honey, or like, I just don't know what it is that, we were going to discuss this. It was going to be our secondary topic, and what's up with that, man? Why can't I be that good looking?
I'm like the human version of a Photoshop filter.
Yeah, you're the guy really, on the cover of the Photoshop. You buy the Photoshop, and like you always have the picture of the handsome man or the handsome girl in the Photoshop, and that's like, this is what you can do with Photoshop. You can make it so awesome. You can, touch everything up, and it's like, do you ever have like bad hair days where you just like, you roll out of bed and you just look like shit,
Nope. Never seen one of those. Never happened. I mean, a lot of the photos put out there, they're handpicked. I don't actually look exactly like that all the time.
All right, fair enough.
And I probably look a little older than I do from the hand-picked photos. And I'm
you got the light, perfect shadows just going across. Like, man, I can't even take a picture. Period. I'm like the worst photogenic person in the world.
It's all about lighting, man. It's all about lighting.
It is. I guess it's the lighting, and I don't know, man. It's whatever you're eating, whatever diet you're on, man. God bless you. And Hannah B wants to say a shout out to Hannah B. I don't know why I brought her into this, but she was kind of egging me on to just poke a little fun. Because it's always
Hey,
fun.
Hannah. What's up, girl?
Couple more quick shout outs in the room. We have, I think we gave Nate Beta a shout out. We have Midnight Fury. We have Tommy Strider. We have Rex in Effect, Computer M. So many awesome people tuned in to hear this show live. And again, apologies for my dog barking, but I'm just too lazy to, edit that out. Not that we would be able to anyway, because it's live. So, and here we go.
Roll with it.
Roll with the punches, man.
It's gonna be rough.
And also, too, we wanted to let you guys know I'm not trying to talk over Jules either, although I do usually talk over Jules. Jules is in and out tonight because real life happens. Dogs bark, kids get in your way, and sometimes network servers go down, and you just got to fix that shit. So, he'll be in and out, popping in and out, and doing his awesome thing because Jules is a multitasker. You should have saw him. I'm telling you. Have you been to New York, Mr. Shadowrunner?
I have.
It's crazy, right?
I love it. I miss it.
He was literally he was like a butterfly just floating around, and I think he's taken a selfie. He must have took a selfie with just about everybody in the entire building. It was crazy. I don't even know.
That is such a fun city. Me and my old band used to play some shows in the Village, and the bars don't really close until I think it's like 5 a.m. something like that.
Yeah,
so we'd stay out till like 5 in the morning. Going out and after the shows and hitting the clubs and stuff like that.
It's
getting
fantastic.
toasty till about 5 a.m. What the hell just happened?
Yeah, with us the whiskeys were flowing. And yeah, we don't remember much about what happened. We saw Robert Parker, which was incredible.
Man, I'll bet he's awesome.
He is wonderful live. He's just an amazing artist. And of course, we saw Diamond Field. We saw the Bunny X. So many awesome people at the show. Parlor Magic. Bunch of other great artists. And yeah, nothing like seeing live music,
Oh man, really, really missed it over the last couple of years.
Well, you're over in LA now, right?
Yes, sir.
But from what I heard, you started on the East Coast?
I grew up in Portland until I was about 20, and then I decided I needed to jump ship out of there because I was pretty much in kind of a bad way over there. I made friends with the wrong people, and it's going down a not so good path, and I decided to head over to Connecticut, which is where I met my old band. Shout out to any of you guys if you're listening. Tom, Gary, Joe, Rob,
Nice.
Daniel.
You got a 5-piece?
Well, Daniel was actually my replacement.
Oh, I wouldn't give him a shout out.
Oh, we became
him.
friends afterward. And I left that band because my son was born.
Oh, well, there you go.
I needed to go back to school. So
Well,
I did that.
Well, very good. What kind of stuff did you play before? Because I was going to ask how you got into it and how long you've been doing music. Because once you fall into the synthwave rabbit hole, it's one thing. But also, if you are musically inclined all your life, you're not always playing synthwave, rock and whatever else you kids play nowadays. But so has it been something you've been into your whole life?
More or less, yeah. My earliest memories of music are listening to my parents' vinyl in our living room. I was maybe about 3 years old, and I discovered their Elton John, their Led Zeppelin, their Pink Floyd vinyls. And I remember being so fascinated by the art and the music and the whole vibe. And I know somewhere my mom has video of me dancing with a diaper on or something, to
Nice.
some Pink Floyd. And I still love Pink Floyd to this day. One of my heaviest influences. I was in band class when I was a kid, as early as 7-8 years old. I played trumpet and sax. As soon as I found a guitar at 9 years old, I put all that stuff down and I played guitar, and I just never put it down.
Wow, nice. Do you still sneak in a little saxophone into your stuff every now and then?
I don't. I have not played a saxophone since I was 8 years old.
That's a big thing. I hear synth wavers, they like that saxophone.
If only I had the foresight 30 years earlier that I was going to need it.
Right. I had a
It would've
trombone.
been
I used to
huge.
play the trombone, and it just fell apart. It literally fell apart. And I had it in the school. I just left it in the school, and I think I ended up borrowing one from the school because it literally fell apart. The slide kind of just slid apart, and I ended up using this old rusty trombone, and I just plowed through the rest of the school year. It was my senior year. I didn't care. I was done.
Are you aware of the term rusty trombone?
I am not. Should I Google that?
Shit.
Or
Yeah, I
should
don't think we're allowed to say that.
Should we put that in the chat? Should they have someone explain?
Yeah.
What a rusty
Why don't you
trombone
have
is?
somebody in the chat do that?
All right, those in the chat room, if you know what a rusty trombone is, can you please let us know in the IRC?
That was
Dennis.
unexpected.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
We're constantly just reinventing new things to laugh at me about. It's fantastic.
oh man, this is so good. Oh, you're gonna love this. No, I don't know. You probably won't actually. It's terrifying.
Actually, I want to know. I think Hannah B knows. Does Hannah B know what a rusty trombone is?
No comment.
All right, we're gonna find out. Hannah B, if you know what a rusty trombone is, hit me up in the IRC and explain. Hannah knows everything. She knows everybody. She knows everything. I don't know what it is. I don't know where she gets her information from, but she just knows it all.
Hannah is the coolest chick on planet Earth.
Yeah, she is. She's always on our Discord. If you guys never been to our Discord, you can always go to discord.gg/synthwave. That's it. I almost forgot it.
That server is lit.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is a 24/7 party.
It is. We have a good time. And you can always go in and say hi to Hannah or any of the other crazy people. Sling some pizzas around. We always have a good time in our Discord and our IRC, of course. If you are listening on our YouTube, hop into our IRC. It's always fun. We have a good group in there. So it is nr.fm/ or no, there's no slash. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just nr.fm.
People are frantically typing things.
Frantically explaining what a rusty trombone is. Fantastic. While we're learning all about rusty trombones, why don't we go ahead and let's play our very first track here by the Mr. Shadowrunner. Now, this is a tune you did with Jacket, who we had on earlier in the season.
My man, Pete, Jacket, shout out.
Yeah, before we go ahead and play it, do you want to give us kind of like a little intro as to how you got involved in the track and all that good stuff?
One question. Which track was Jacket?
This was a tune called Borealis.
So, this song was basically born of a mood we were both kind of sharing when we became friends a couple years ago, when we met on Twitter and the scene became fast friends. He's a really, really great guy. If you guys don't know who Jacket is, check out Jacket on Synthwave. Not you, but the people listening. Right. But you're like, hey man,
I'm like, I know that
I'm
dude.
running this. I'm steering this ship. I know what's up. Yeah, but he's awesome. Totally, this massively huge talent, fantastic human being. Please go support that guy. We just kind of started firing ideas back and forth, and there was this whole mood. There was this kind of like dreary, powerful mood that was developing between the tracks we were sending each other, and it was just so strong, and it kind of sucked us both in and became what it became. And I really, really, really love that song. Very, very proud of it.
Very vibey, and it's just so well produced, and yeah, we love listening to it. We play this a lot on the radio station, so we're going to go ahead and give it a spin. Once again, this is Shadowrunner and Jacket with Borealis, right here on Night Ride FM. And once again, that was Borealis by Shadowrunner and Jackets. Very nice. And before Jules had popped off, he wrote some notes down because this is the type of crazy week we've had. We had 0 preparation time. Not only that, we get really, really lazy at the end of the season. We run, 14 shows, 14 weeks, and it's a mess. So we get to the point where we have like 3 episodes left, 2 episodes left, and literally the notes that we have for our interview questions are, you like summer?
No.
He just got collabs. I guess we'll ask that. It's a serious question. He also wrote, "Are you a boy?" I'm gonna have to ask him what that even means.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
There it is. Very. Do you have a rusty trombone or what's the female equivalent to a rusty trombone? I don't even know.
Oh shit.
I still don't even know what one is.
Okay. That might require some thought. I don't know.
A clarinet. A rusty clarinet. I don't know where we're going with this.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Quickly,
we're going straight to hell. That's where we're going.
Quickly turning into a disaster.
Yeah, what else is new? That's what makes this show great.
Yeah, it's like one of them things. It's like a box of chocolates, like that Forrest Gump guy,
Oh, I just rewatched that recently. What a fantastic story that is.
It was a crazy story. And I like the fact that it was one of the movies where everything just happened serendipitous. He invented the happy face. He invented the happy face? I'm trying to think of the movie, what happened in the movie, because most of it was just ridiculous. He invented running or something like that. Did he invent ping pong?
Jogging, yeah.
He invented jogging. He invented ping pong, and apparently he was his girlfriend was the first one to get, I guess, diagnosed with HIV or something like that. So she invented HIV.
Oh my God.
And Dan, Lieutenant Dan. I love that, Lieutenant Dan. I used to do the only impression that I could do is I could do a pretty decent Forrest Gump. And I don't know if that says anything about my character.
No.
Run, Forrest, run! Lieutenant Dan.
Ice cream.
Wherever I was going, I was running.
You got new legs.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh man, what a story arc on Lieutenant Dan. I love that arc too, because he goes such a dark place, and he has all this horrible family history of all of his father, his grandfather, all his relatives died in all the major wars.
Yeah.
I was supposed to die in the war, and he gets suppressed for decades.
Right.
And he lives in this darkness with no legs. And then at the end of the movie, when he and Jenny are getting married, Lieutenant Dan shows up, and he's all a new man. He got some titanium alloy legs, and he's feeling good about life. He's got a new fiance, and he's good to go. He figured it out. Overcame the darkness. I dig that.
Sometimes you need just a little push, I guess, to kind of get you through. And I feel like Forrest Gump was always there for his good old buddy, Lieutenant Dan. And sometimes you need good friends, It's very important.
He loved him unconditionally, man. And
he
sometimes that is the only light at the end of the tunnel you need among your friends. Sometimes not sometimes. You will have to slog your way through the darkness at some point in this life. You will have to live your worst moments, and they will suck at every point. But as long as you have somebody there telling you that this will be over someday, and they're there for you, you can get through it. I wouldn't be here without that either.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have so many people in the scene that you have worked with and collabed with, and just incredible amount of names. Of course, System Glitch. We have
Bobby.
The Borealis we just played that you did with Jacket, and one of my favorite mixes right here. You got to work with Primo.
I did.
Which was incredible.
Incredible.
She is
sing like a mofo.
She is a wonderful singer and just this over-the-top, crazy personality that we all love. You know, she's the best. She really is. So I would love to play that track. That's one of my favorite tracks. So yeah, let's go ahead and play that one. Do you want to set this one up? How did you get involved with Primo, and did she approach you? Did you approach her?
Okay, so full disclosure, I basically chased her down to do this track because I really couldn't hear anybody else singing this track but her. She had the attitude, she had the power, she had the voice that I needed for this song to be what it is. And you know, I mean, before that track, like, nobody knew who the hell I was. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, can you check this out? Can you check this out? She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really busy right now. I'll check it out later. And like, eventually she's like, you know, you kind of never back down, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna check this out, and I like this. Let's do this.
You were like Forrest Gump. You were like right there, always there.
Do you want to collab with me?
I'm trying to do a Forrest Gump calling Primo out, but like I can't get the words out. That would be just a terrible impression. But yeah, like she could be like your Jenny, you know. I don't know where we're going with this. Let's just play the song.
We should eject before this gets us in trouble.
Eject. Can you eject out of a show? I think Jules did.
He did. He was one of the lucky ones.
He hit the big old ejector seat right out the door. All right. So let's go ahead and play this track right here. Once again, this is Sunrise by Shadowrunner and Primo. Not featuring Primo, and Primo. I want to make that very clear. So here it is. Enjoy and have a great time. This is the State of Synth. You are listening to it on Night Ride FM. And once again, that was Sunrise with Shadowrunner and Primo. Very nice.
Primo.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have switched shows. We are no longer the State of Synth. We are now the Dennis G and Hannah B do a thing.
We are. Hi, Dennis.
Hannah B on the line. What's going on, Hannah B?
Not a whole lot. I was all snuggled up in bed, and you make me get on here, so here I am.
It is great because I can't carry the show.
To go.
I cannot carry a show to save my life, so I always need that third person, just to make it happen.
I understand. I'm really here just to babysit you, so you don't talk about
dirty trombones.
Things. Dirty trombones.
Is it a dirty trombone or a rusty trombone? Is there a difference?
Rusty.
Oh man, we popped the organic, au natural, rusty trombone in the wild. And
we did. We threw it out there.
Incredible.
And
so good.
The imagery is just overwhelming.
Cried tears of happiness. It was beautiful, man.
So yeah, we're here talking with Shadowrunner, and he writes songs with people. He does awesome stuff. Let me go through Jules's notes. Terrible notes, by the way, Jules. You are fired. Hannah, you are hired. This is a new show.
Man, I can't live up to Jules. What are you talking about?
Jules is great. We love Jules. Jules is...
We do.
The only way to know.
He is the best.
He is dealing with some serious Canadian issues, I guess.
Oh, those are the worst.
He's part of the Canadian Intelligence Service, so he had to stop a coup.
Actually, they ran out of pancake syrup. So, it was an emergency type of thing. They got all
Gotta go plug a tree.
He does.
Need the maple syrup in Canada.
He's just running around and going nuts because he can't tap the trees fast enough for the demand of, coffee and maple syrup. What else do they do in Canada?
Hockey.
Yes.
Yeah, hockey.
I guess
I love hockey.
Canadians are eating the pancakes with Tim Hortons coffee, and you got to get that ready, for the hockey players.
They ran out of pancakes too, actually, and they're eating hockey pucks. It's just chaos, pandemonium up there, man.
It is pandemonium. So, Jules, we love you. Get it together, my friend, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on because this is how we do it. All right, so here we go. Our favorite question to ask is, wow, look at that. My monitor went fuzzy. This is incredible. You guys are still there, right?
I'm here.
This is the weirdest thing. So we have a Zencaster, which is what we do the conversation with. I'm telling you, the powers of the universe, they're saying, you guys are done for this season. We added one more show, I believe, that we're going to have for next week. This was supposed to be our last show. We added one on. It's a Patreon special. So nice. I am looking at snow. I didn't even know that my TV could do snow, which is weird. It's usually, got the Zencaster, which is how we do our voice over IP and all that. And it's literally snow. I'll take a picture and put it on the Twitter.
Oh, wow.
But
it's not happening for me. I don't know.
Oh no, it's back. It's back. I smacked the microphone with my headphones and it just fixed itself. So
we just talked about that.
We were. So let's go in before we talk about favorite doll. We were talking about earlier about technology, and when technology goes, you used to just be able to slap it, right? In the 80s.
You used to be able to fix all of your problems with violence in the 80s, and you just can't do that anymore.
It would fix everything.
It would, but unfortunately, technology has become less rigid, more destructible. It's all surface mount electronics now. It's very difficult to repair. Everything's very cheap, and it's designed to fail, so you have to go and buy a new one.
It's true. Hannah, what is your experience? Do you hit TVs when they break on you, or do you just suck it up and just
I'll give it a little love tap, and then
love tap.
If it doesn't work, just leave it alone. I call Tuts in.
Karate.
Call Tuts. Yeah. Is Tuts the TV fixer?
Say what?
Is Tuts the TV? Tuts is her husband,
Yes.
by the way, for our listeners out there, because they don't know who Tuts is.
Yeah, Tuts is my husband that's hanging out in the room over there.
Shout out
but
to
yeah,
Lord Tuts.
he's typically the one that fixes all the things.
Do you just say, got a broken thing, and he comes in and fixes it for you? What is his record like as far as the things that he fixes versus the things that he just like throws up his hands and says? Is he like 2 for 2, 1 for 2?
He's actually pretty good. The only thing that he has not done is clean the gutters. I keep asking him, and he just will not do it. But everything else he can like fix and do.
You gotta be able to clean out the gutters.
It takes a couple times
man.
asking him. Yeah.
It's very important.
I feel that, man. I don't want to clean the gutters either. That's a nasty job.
I haven't cleaned the gutter. I guess I probably should, because when it rains, the water just kind of goes all over the place. Isn't it supposed to go down that spouty thing?
It is, but if it's clogged up, it'll go behind your what's that stuff on the house? Siding.
Yeah.
It'll go behind the siding, which happened to us, and we had to tear down the entire front of our house.
Oh my
That's
God.
right. That was
So please clean your gutters.
This is a
if you have
public
siding.
service announcement.
I'll be right
from...
back, you guys. I'm gonna go do it right now.
All right. Shadowrunner's going to go clean out his gutters. This is a public service announcement. This show is sponsored by Gutter Doctor. Tune in and put in offer code TOS. What's our acronym? TSOS for 20% off your Gutter Doctor. Only on the State of Synth. Special offer.
Don't do that. It's not gonna work.
Don't do that. It's definitely not going to work. Although we have been looking for a sponsor forever. You know, we tried the guys with the neon cowboy hats. They didn't want to sponsor us. What else did we try? Certain video games. I don't know. They just don't like, I guess, the content of rusty trombones and dirty clarinets. I guess that's just not up to the sponsorship level, I guess.
That's just
not
good
professional
idea.
enough.
Yeah.
Not professional.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We'll work
who
on
needs
it.
them?
Maybe the gutter guys will be different. Gutter Dr. P. Gutter, if you guys make anything for gutters, we're just going to put this out there. We will give you a very special sponsorship package for the State of Synth. And
We're talking about rusty trombones and packages, man. We're in the gutter.
We are.
this
We
just
are.
works.
I mean,
In
literally,
that
the
gutter.
show is literally in the gutter. So, I mean,
it writes itself.
brand tie-in, I can't think of better brand tie-in. So there it is.
There we go.
We just have to find a company called Gutter Doctor now.
We do. I think there
I
is
bet
one.
we can do it. I'm gonna Google it right now.
All right, we're
Let's
going to
go.
Google this. I think it's a real company. It sounds
call
like
them.
it's a real company. So, Gutter Doctor, we got your number. You just go to gutterdoctor.com. 20% off your gutters.
Listen, wait. So there is a Dr. Gutters.
There it is.
Is that
20% off?
No, doesn't roll off the tongue the same. I don't know.
Coupon
It doesn't.
Change their
code
name.
TSOS. 20% off.
Ask them if they'll change their name.
Tell
I
them we
will.
sent you.
They're about an hour from me, actually. So
Oh,
maybe I
look at
can do that. Yeah.
Up in their front door, say, "Do I have a deal for you?"
Very good. Very, very good. We got it. We got this all worked out. We have a solution. All right.
I
So,
love it.
let's go back to some music here. We're not all here to talk about our gutters and clarinets.
What?
Let's talk about your other. I feel like you do just tons of collabs. You did a collab with Dimmy K.
I did.
And how many people has Dimmy K? I feel like he has collabed with like the entire synthwave scene. I think that's probably a safe bet, right?
He's collabed with everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Just about everybody. I mean, you know, Dimmy is a very special person. There are very few people that I've met in my life that have the kind of down-to-earthness, the friendliness, the kindness, the wisdom that man has.
Yep.
And he has some really, really slick fingers to back it up. That's not dirty, I swear. Do not question what I just said. He can play the guitar like nobody's business.
Yeah,
and
he's a
just
beast.
having the personality that he has and that light that he has, it's just so rare amongst people. It's just conducive to spreading like a wildfire among a community. You know, like it's just friends with everybody because everybody wants to be his friend. You know,
he's a friendly dude.
Such a good guy.
Love that guy.
And he sparks creativity in people. That's what I love. He's inspiring.
100%.
He really
100%.
is. So we're going to play his track. Quick shout out to Deedle in the YouTube chat room. I think he's the only one in the chat room right now. So Deedle, you should come into the IRC one of these days, bud. Because we see you all the time. I love shouting out your name. You are always an amazing listener who always is there. And we appreciate you. So thank you.
Hey, Deedle.
Deedle! I just love saying Deedle.
I wonder where Lord Pigger is.
Where is Lord Pigger? In fact, we were supposed to have Lord Pigger on the show.
That's right.
We have a sister show. It's called Hannah and Dennis Do a Quickie. We renamed the show, rebranded it.
Back in the gutter.
You know, it's also sponsored by Gutter Doctor. Yes, in fact. It is
Dennis
good.
Gruder Gutter.
Dennis Gruder Gutter.
Dennis Gruder Gutter.
Yep.
Perfect.
Rotor Rooter, that's what they would say all the time. You know, because I haven't heard that in a while. But always good to revisit those memories.
Let's bring it back into existence.
Let's bring that one. Let's dredge that one up out of the gutter. All the
Out of the
childhood
gruder.
names people would call you.
Oh boy, good times.
Let's play a song. So we're going to go ahead and play this next track right here. This is Shadowrunner and Demi K, and the track is called Survivor. And yeah, this is it. Great tune right here. Once again, you were listening to The State of Synth. Here it is. All right, once again, that was Survivor with Timmy K and Shadowrunner. Great stuff right there. And yeah, so many collabs, so many awesome things. And what I want to know, all right, so we have to ask a couple Jules questions. I don't know.
I bet they're Jules.
They are. They're all Jules. Jules of a question.
Jules from Jules.
So your doll, we need to know that. That's very important. What type of doll do you use?
So I started out working in Logic when I first started learning how to produce in 2019. And I pretty rapidly transitioned to Ableton because I felt like its creative capacity just kind of vibed with my mojo a little better.
Nice.
I'm still working in Ableton to this day, and I love it.
Okay. Now, when you go to write a song, do you go straight for the keys? Do you go straight for the guitar? Or you just noodle around with loops?
Depends on what the spark is. So typically when I have the initial idea for a song, it can be a word. It can be something that just kind of triggers that muse, and it says like this is something. It can be a melody, it can be a sound, it can be a bass line, it can be a beat, it can be anything that's kind of just like sparks that idea. And I gotta either like awkwardly spew it into my phone and record it for later and try to somehow resurrect it.
Nice.
Or I gotta get to my computer and start working on it as soon as possible to try to get it down and capture the essence of that idea.
So you do like a little beatbox thing into the microphone or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I have mountains and mountains and mountains of recordings of stuff that will never see the light of day, probably.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's always good to. I guess you always have your phone, so that was one of the things where you can always just grab it and just go with an idea,
Incredibly powerful tool that all of us have in our pockets, that if we knew about this 40 years ago in the 80s, people would have lost their freaking minds.
Indeed.
And here we are a few years later, and we all just like, whatever, cat pictures.
Yeah, the cat pictures are great though.
They
are.
awesome. Cats are amazing. You gotta love cats.
My favorite is there is a Twitter handle called Bodega Cats, and it's literally cats hanging out in bodegas. It's great.
Man, cats dominate the internet.
They do. I don't know what it is about cats. I have a dog. It's a brand new corgi, and they're cute too. I see a lot of like corgi sites where they're always doing weird shit, those dogs.
I love corgis ever since Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, that's right. I didn't realize that.
Ein is a corgi. Yeah, I was like, what is that?
I totally forgot about it.
I want one.
They got the little legs. It's always cracked me up.
They're so short.
Adorable.
They are. They're ridiculous. And they lay down and they have their back feet and they just like stick outward. It's like really, they're like little turkeys. They just like lay flat, like legs out, and it's really cute. I'll have to take some pictures.
What did you name him or her?
She is Princess Lulu.
Princess
Because my 9-year-old named her.
Oh.
Yeah, Princess Lulu. I just put her up to bed, so hopefully no more barking.
She's got her little jammies and nightcap on.
Yeah. I put her little nightcap on and sing her a little song, and give her a teddy bear. She's happy. Corgi porn. Don't do it, Rex. Don't write that stuff. Okay, we're trying to clean up this show, and Rex comes out with corgi
gutter
porn.
doctors are out. They just walked.
The gutter doc. We just lost our sponsor. Thank
man.
you,
Thanks,
Rex Balls.
Rex is going to have to sponsor us now.
Oh, shit.
I think
I'm
Rex
sure he has
probably
enough
could.
money to.
Unintended consequences.
Rex, yes, you need to work on sponsoring the show. All right, so let's talk some more synthwave. I'm gonna skip some of these questions here. Collabs, we covered that. Do you like summer? We covered that.
I hate summer. Yeah,
This
that's
is
why I
the
live in Los Angeles.
laziest note section. All right, so we're getting into good stuff here. Vinyl. Do you have vinyl? Do you have more vinyl? When's the vinyl coming out? Because Jules, this is obviously a Jules question, because he's all about the vinyl. So what about vinyl, man?
Well, there are still a few copies of The Stranger, my album from last year, 2021. There's still a few copies of those floating around. I think there are literally like maybe 30 copies left for sale in existence.
Wow.
So if you want one of those,
You can
should
go.
probably, because we're not going to make more of them.
Well, there it
Because
is.
no.
there's going to be more. There's going to be more albums. There is a project in the works to put the newest EP, Death Touch, which was made with my friends System Glitch, Bobby,
Oh,
Timmy
that's
K,
nice.
and Jacket. There is a plan for Mirrorgate Media to put that on a vinyl with something else, because it's not really fair to make people pay for 4 songs on a vinyl, because it's too expensive and it's not fair to anyone involved. So there's going to
You
be
could do
something.
a dual thing. Yeah.
It's going to be a dual thing, and you particularly, Groot, you're going to be pretty excited about it, but I don't know if I can say what it is yet.
Oh, I'm very
I just
excited.
know for a fact that you're going to be excited about
Am
it.
I going to be on it? You're going to put an episode of The State of Synth on it. Oh my God, that is fan. I'm going to
You
be
can
on
put your
vinyl.
picture on it, like
I'm
you
very-
with a double thumbs up or something.
I don't want to be. See, this is what we're talking about. You would do just fine. You could have a picture disc, and all the women would just like buy that thing up like candy. If I put my face on a
It
picture
will not
disc,
sell.
it will not. I will have stacks and stacks
me.
of wax. That is not going to move the vinyl for sure.
Oh my god.
But I think you could do it. Hannah, you could do it. Put Lord Tuts on there. You guys are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could sell tons and tons of vinyl. Me,
I can say that there will be something coming out.
is it
in
going
the
to be a
future.
Boys of Summer EP? Because I heard rumors in the rumor mill that is a thing. The Boys of Summer. It is this. It's kind of like a myth, but I feel like it's a real thing. It's kind of like an urban legend. There's this band, and they're called the Boys of Summer, and they're coming out, and it's got Swayze in it, and it's got System Glitch in it, and we're trying to just get the information about this particular collective, but everyone is just clammed up. They won't say anything. So I have a feeling, this is my fan theory, it is going to be the Boys of Summer on the one side of the vinyl, and the other side's going to be whatever you guys did.
I guess we'll find out if you're right.
Whatever else.
How close?
But, I can't say too much.
That means it's a yes. Fantastic.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
It's a pretty awesome group that we started up a little while ago and are dawn into the synthwave scene, and it's definitely evolved into something pretty magical at this point. But
Nice.
that is all that I'm gonna say at this point.
So that means it is going to be the Boys of Summer. It's going to be on side B or side A. It is sponsored by the Gutter Doctors, and we want to thank you for listening to the show. 20% off.
Media.
Mirrorgate Media, of course. And your coupon code will give you a free gutter cleaning along with the vinyl. It's very exciting.
Buy Tuts. With one coupon for one free gutter cleaning.
Lord
Hannah's
Tuts.
husband Tuts.
He will climb up on your roof and clean your gutter.
Over
Yeah.
the internet. It's amazing. New technology. You're not going to believe it. Totally not a scam. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely not.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Just send us your money.
Call
Operators
now.
are standing by.
Operators are standing by. All right, so we covered the more music on the way, so that's good. And yeah,
there's a couple other things. Touching on the vinyl subject really quick, I just wanted to say really quickly that there is something in the works for the future for my next album that I don't think anybody has ever done before.
Oh.
And it will involve vinyl.
Nice.
And
Wow.
that's all I'm gonna say.
There you go. You heard it here first.
State of Synth exclusive.
The State
Literally
of
here
Synth
first.
Sounds good. All right, so let's play some more music. And before we do, a couple quick shout-outs in the chat. We have Seth. Is that Seth D or is Seth Zero? I can't see.
That's
Seth
my
D.
boy, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
Seth Duncan, what's up, dude?
Seth
Seth and I
Duncan.
always fight over Shadowrunner.
We have Kirby,
Oh, you too.
and we
Stop
have
it.
of course, we have Darth Fourth Broccoli Reinhold and Z
That's right.
checking in.
My lord.
Rex Balls. Yes. All right, so let's play some more music here. This is a brand new tune by Beckett. Great tune.
Let's go.
This guy's funky. He gets all nasty with that, what is it, the vocalizer? He's all about it.
Vocoder.
The vocoder. He's a beast with this thing.
Vocalizer.
Yeah,
He's
that's
awesome.
this is
Not wrong. Not totally wrong.
the harmonizer. The
Close
whatever.
enough.
We're close enough.
Equalizer.
This is the State of Synth, where we are close enough. Here it is. This is Night Liaison, right here on Night Ride FM. Once again, that was Night Liaison by Beckett. Yeah, good stuff.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Love Beckett. So good.
Yeah, he's great. All right, so speaking of great songs, great albums, we have a little section called the album release section. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on into that. And I think Hannah's got her note sheet. Maybe
I
Hannah
do.
can help
Am
me
I
out.
stepping in for Jules, I guess?
You're
all
going to
of his
step in
parts?
for Jules because we
Okay.
completely replaced him. You were the new Jules.
Welcome to the fold.
Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. I'll see how I do. Let's see. June 10th, which was last Friday, Pilot released Invisible, which is a single. Jake the Kid released Sensation, which is an album. And then Beckett, which we just heard, released Night Liaison, which is a new single.
Well, fantastic. All right. We're just trudging along here. I have one here for June 20th, which is, I don't know, a while from now, I guess, right? We have
No, 6 days.
Vic Kruger is coming out with Immortal Sin, which is an EP. So, very good. Check that out.
And then moving into July 1st, Astral Tales is releasing video game remixes, which is an album.
It's an album of video
It
game
is.
remixes?
Yeah.
What
it's
kind
an
of video
album.
games is it going to remix?
I don't know. I'm just reading the script.
You know what would be really cool? I want somebody to do the old Capcom video game and just remix all the cool Capcom songs. I think that would be great. Like Castlevania,
Yeah.
like Metal Gear, like the original Metal Gear. What else is a good Capcom? Capcom had the best soundtracks. Do you remember all the
They had
Capcom
some
songs?
bangers, man.
They
did,
were ridiculous.
Not that it was really kind of like anthemic, but the Resident Evil soundtrack
Oh, yeah.
kind of had a big effect on me. It kind of like tickled me in a way that I hadn't heard before. It got me into ambient music because
Yeah.
like the save rooms,
Yep.
they had like
Yeah.
the save rooms, just fire music all the time. And I love ambient music like that. Like Hello Meteor is a guy that I really, really enjoy listening to. Now I found him from the scene, and
Oh, nice.
I'm stealing the Capcom thing, but I just wanted to mention that because I love that guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
Very nice. And apparently, well, which we know, MBR did that. He remixed a whole bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure he definitely did Castlevania. And
Nice.
he did some other stuff too. So check out MBR if you ever get a chance. If you're into that video gamey kind of music, it's groovy. It's awesome. All right, so we're going to play another song. After this, we have birthdays. So we're just trudging right along here. We're going to go play this next track here. We're also going to go clean out our gutters in the meantime. This is Micromatzines with Mall Ghosts.
Yes.
So here it is right here on Night Ride FM. And once again, that was Mall Ghosts by Micro Matt Scenes. That was kind of like a vaporwavy kind of vibe. I really dug that. It was really cool.
Such a phenomenal producer. I've told him like on Twitter before that I think he's amazing, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Super humble, just really, really cool guy.
He is.
I think he's fantastic.
He is incredible. He really is. Incredible artist, and we would love to have him on the show one of these days. He's in Italy, I believe, so it's always tough because time zones are a bitch.
It's funny because I believe he's from Milan, and the guy, the engineer who mixes all of my music, one of my very, very good friends, Stefano, is also from Milan. I believe he might be listening. If anybody needs a fantastic mix in their music, check out bonzirecording.com. Stefano Bonzi is the guy. He's the guy you want.
Very nice. So check that out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we have our next segment here. This is our birthday segment. So Jules is usually the stalker. Oh my God, I sound a little like Forrest Gump when I said that. It's getting late, and
it's all tied together, man.
The words stopped forming in my mouth. But we have Hannah. She's kind of like a pseudo stalker, so Hannah is going to help me out with these birthdays in the house. Stephanie from Beautiful Machines is celebrating a birthday on the 15th.
And then on the 16th, Highway Superstar has a birthday.
Highway Superstar. I love another great artist is them as well. Great stuff. Their latest album is phenomenal. Good stuff. We were almost going to nominate that one as one of the top 10 albums of the year, but
I haven't heard it. I'll have to check it out.
It is good. It's really, really good. We have Graphic Mercenary. I just saw my man last week. So June 17th, Graphic Mercenary. He is the guy who designed our Night Ride FM logo. Also, he is in with the Nightwave scene, San Junipero. He is just making it happen up in New York. And he's a good dude. And hopefully, Jules wrote, hopefully we'll meet up with him tomorrow. But you could tell he wrote that last week. So there it is. Because we're lazy and we probably are saying the same birthdays and the same album releases. But this is what happens at the end of the season. So there it is.
I got one next month.
You have a birthday? Oh, what day is your birthday?
It's July 25th, and I will be 40 years old.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
The big 4-0.
The big 4-0. The over the hill.
No.
It is.
Oh, man.
It really is.
Gonna be Shadow Walker real soon.
That's great. Yes. You're gonna have your Shadow Walker, and what is it? It's a walker, right? You walk.
It's a walker. That's gonna be my new thing. It's gonna be my gimmick.
That'd be your shtick.
I'm telling people to get off my lawn while I'm playing my synth in my front yard.
There you go.
There it is. Very nice. Thanks a lot for all the people celebrating birthdays. You guys are the best.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And we're going to go ahead and drop another track here. So this is Arctic Mega Defender. And it's a little hot for our Arctic Mega Defender sweatshirt. But, it is always a season for Arctic Mega Defender's music. So we're going to go ahead and play this one right here. This is She's Lovely, the Chill House remix, right here on Night Ride FM. All right, that was Arctic Mega Defender. Let me know if you guys hear my voice, because I had a situation where my daughter plugged in the Google Home and it stole my IP address and it just blew up my virtual DJ. And this is what happens when Jules is not around. Yes, it is the curse. Both of these are Konami. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Talking about Konami. Yeah.
You got the games wrong. You thought they were Konami, or you thought they were Capcom. They're actually Konami.
He's right. Yeah, Capcom's like Street Fighter.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And Konami's like, yeah, I guess that was Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear and Castlevania, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Arctic Mega Defender with Chill House remix of She's Lovely. And wasn't that lovely, guys? That was a very nice, lovely a deviation from the show. Glad you enjoyed listening to us fumble around and mess up real
I
bad.
just want to say that's the coolest name in all of Synthwave. Arctic Mega Defender.
It is. It is a great, great name. Yes.
That's bad freaking ass.
It's pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right. So we have every time virtual DJ crashes on me too, it loses everything. It loses the configurations. It loses the microphone setup. It loses everything, and then I have to reset it on the fly. So,
Well, that's less than ideal.
yeah. We are so done. Let's plow on. Let's plow on with the red. Jules, I miss you. I miss you, friend.
Oh,
You unscared.
do you still have the script at least?
I do, because I do have 5 computers that I use. I literally have 5 computers. I keep the script on another computer, and yeah. So what happened? My daughter plugged in the Google Home because, of course, she did. 10:30 at night when she's supposed to be in bed, and the minute she plugged it in, it must have stole the IP address, like the local internet IP address. So my computer sent me a message saying, I don't know what to do. There's another device on this network that's the same IP address. And before I know it, like virtual DJ just said, I'm out of here, peace out, and just like crashed to the desktop, because it does that when it loses an internet connection. It's just a weird thing that virtual DJ does. So anyway,
Crawl into grave and bury myself.gif.
yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do at this point. So anyway, do we want to do touring? Touring and events. People are coming to your town.
Yes.
Go see and support your local synthwave act. There it is. There it is. It is.
Are we gonna go through them or
Do you
no?
want to? All right, let's just do it. Whatever.
Okay, just real quick. So still the Annihilate tour with Street Cleaner, Watch Out for Snakes, and Morris Black is going on until June 18th. So they're on the last leg of it.
Yeah, just cruising around, making our way around the U.S.
Let's see.
Oh, this one's
it's-
yours.
This one's me, okay. Outland Sunset Cruise in London with Morgan Willis, FM Attack, Lara Dre, and The Last Concord. That sounds amazing.
That does sound amazing.
That's June 25th, by the way.
Very good.
I'm so upset I don't live in London.
I know, they always have the good shows. On June 28th, we have in Wayland's Bar, Ireland, we have FM Attack and Phoenix doing a little concert. So good job with that.
Nice. Let's see. On July 2nd, Jules has New Retro Waver Festival in London, France, with Thomas Brandon, Wave Shaper, Absolute Valentine, Nightcrawler, and Dan Terminus. That sounds really good too.
Oh, nice.
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 And yeah, this one actually, I'll just read this one.
Why am I? Yeah, you do this one.
This one's my buddies Von Kaiser. Going to be on Philly, a Philly place with Neutron Dreams and To the Stars We Return. That's August 20th. It's going to be in Philly. So I might be able to check that one out. Very excited about that.
You need to say Von Kaiser like Jules does. He always is like, Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser.
They're his favorite.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
We all love Von Kaiser. They're great. All right, so we're going to play another damn song for you guys.
Get our shit together.
Drew's
get
just
our shit
he's had enough, man.
So
He's about to blow.
I just want to go to bed.
We're just going to bed after this. All right.
Lights out, everybody. All right.
This is Rain Razor. I'm done. Good night. All right, once again, that was Will and Corrosian featuring Radical Bicep by Rain Resner. I don't. Which one's
I think it's Will and
which one's the artist and which one is the name of the song?
Oh my god.
This is really turning into Hannah and Dennis do a quickie because
this was a bad idea. This is what happens when you get me out of bed.
Yeah, it's true. So hold on one second. We have this just in. Oh God! Of all the nights to make a major announcement, it's going to be tonight. This just in, a brand new concept album from the makers of The State of Synth will be releasing this July. What?
What?
The album is entitled Operation Space Toaster. Is a exclusive The State of Synth album. We are releasing our very own album. I feel bad Jules is not here to hear it, but Hannah, you know all about this album. We've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah.
And
this is the first time hearing about it, and I am excited.
Yes, it is going to be a cool thing. So let me just tell you a little bit about what is going on with this thing. It is a concept album called Operation Space Toaster. It is going to drop in July. It's going to feature 11 story chapters. It follows the adventures of Vosto Vlad the minute that he stepped into the time portal. So if you need some catching up, you can always go back to the first episode of this season, season 7. We find all about the time portal and all the shenanigans that go along with that. It also features 6 original tracks by synthwave greats known as Turbo Knight, Dimmy K, Lazy Laser, Andrew Bennon, as well as Vosto himself will be doing original music, 6 original tracks, 11 story chapters. It is over, I think, like an hour's worth of music. It's a lot of stuff, and it's going to be really cool. More details to come, but we'll let you know as the details come in. And you can always go to thestateofsynth.com/operation-space-toaster and check it out. We'll drop the link in the chat, and you can always go and just reserve some information. You just go to our Bandcamp page. In fact, you can just go right to our Bandcamp page and just follow The State of Synth, and that way when we are ready to drop more details on the album, we will do so, and you will be the first to know. So there it is. Big
awesome, man.
Album
I'm excited.
Announcement. Sorry, Jules, you couldn't be here. Sorry we couldn't be on the air for the entire episode. And sorry for my dog barking. That's our show. We're going to get on with it.
Oh, God.
Yes. It is not live yet. No, it's not even on pre-order yet. So you can always go to thestateofsynth.bandcamp.com. I'm freaking done. I'm done. I'm done. And then just hit follow, and then that way we'll hit you up with some more details. Did I mention that this is a live show? Yes. That is it. That's our show. You can also follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/thestateofsynth. No, The State of Synth is not Patreon. It is patreon.com/NightRideFM.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. Let's just say.
You should read that last line that Jules left in the script.
Yes. All right. This is what we're gonna read. That's our show. Thanks for listening, and a very big thank you to our Polish friend Cassetter. We literally use the same script over and over and over again.
Oh
this is
God.
it.
It's a perfect way to end this.
It's a perfect way to end it. This is incredible. You guys have been amazing listeners, even though everything fell apart tonight. Thank you so much for listening to the show live. Thank you very much for getting out of bed, Hannah.
Of course, anytime.
And of course, we want to thank our very special guest, Shadowrunner, for being on the show. My man, thank you very much. Sorry we couldn't have a better show for you.
No, I had a good time. Thanks so much for having me, Dennis. Thank you, Jules, wherever you are, running a mission for the Canadian Special Forces, Secret Service, intelligence, whatever it is.
Yes.
Hope you get that maple syrup and pancakes back. Hannah, thanks for coming on and filling in.
Of course, no problem at all.
You guys are awesome.
And we're going to leave you with this last track. This is a tune by Thomas Brandon, I guess. It's called The Light in Me.
Oh,
Thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.